got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening?
Story time. Grab your snacks or whatever you need. Get comfortable. Turn your lights on. Get your wine. Get your snacks. Get your juice or whatever you need. And let's get started with this story time, okay, peoples? Okay, so we're just gonna start from Friday, okay? So y'all remember I was vlogging that day, and here, let's move closer. Okay, I was vlogging that day, right? And I had got my ultrasound done, or I got my results back from that. It's time for this PCOS girl to go. She needs to go with all these cysts. But anyways, back to the story. So after my appointment, I went to Taco Bell, went to go treat myself. Y'all know I did a mukbang. I got deleted on accident because your girl's still learning how to use her new phone. And then I went in Ross, have fun in there. And then I was walking around looking cute or whatever in my dress. As y'all can see, my summer wardrobe is coming in. Oops, let me fix that because I did a TikTok and had a wardrobe malfunction. Okay, but okay, so I had went in Vaughn's. Actually no, I had walked past Vaughn's, and then I had because I wanted to see what else was around there, because y'all know I don't get out like that. Then I wanted to see what else was around there. It wasn't really nothing much, like a whole bunch of Chinese restaurants. Maybe I'll try next time I go over there if I have to do another ultrasound or something. But yeah, then I went back to Vaughn's because, needed to get some grapes and an orange, okay? And, I was talking on the phone with someone, and then I look up, right? This guy, we got to give this guy a name. Let's call him Daryl because, I love that name from Charmed, okay? So Daryl was looking at me from across the room. I caught him glancing at me, and I glanced up at him. And yes, he glanced up at me and glanced up at him. After I got what I needed, I went to go stand in line. But the register I was at, they was already closed, and the guy was right there. I was like, oh well, I'll go to the one next to it, And then I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he was like, hey, are you single? And I was like, yeah, you're kind of cute. Can I get your number? And I was like, yeah, you can get my number. And we exchanged numbers. We were talking. And then, I put my stuff on the thing to go pay. And then, he left, I left. And, I went back to, where I needed to go so I could get my lift, And then, later on that day, right? And this is where dudes trick you. I don't even care if he hit me back up, okay? So, I was chilling, I was texting my sis, and, texting other people, and, then, Daryl, I had texted him. There's, like, the two parts to the story about somebody else, too, so, y'all get ready to get some story times, okay? But, what was I going to say? Okay, so Daryl had called me, right? I guess he's more of a talking on the phone person. But me, I work. I don't really need to be on the phone. I'll text you back, but I don't really need to be talking on the phone because I need to focus on what I'm doing. So I was like, oh, I'm working right now. Let me get back to you when I get off work, because y'all know I work part-time. And let me get to the facts of the facts. Okay, so we were talking. We were really vibing, to be honest. He was kind of giving me weird vibes. Me personally, unless the relationship's actually going somewhere and it's not just a first date thing, I don't like people asking me how much money I make. That's just a personal thing, because that's not cool, okay? Because then more questions, and then he had the gall, the audacity to ask me, did I have a disability? What was his gag? What was his issue? And then all these other things that he was saying was kind of turning me off. And I was like, oh, I have to go eat dinner with my family, blah, blah, blah. And I don't like that. So that's an issue. I'm sorry. Family is very important to me, So, yeah. So, it's right now, let's see. It was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today we're on Tuesday, right? This is the 4th day. And, I'm not trying to get invested in anything but myself right now. I'm not really invested in, getting in a relationship, stuff like that. You want to hang out with friends, good. In order for me to be invested in someone in a relationship, I have to know that you're serious. So many people have played so many games, like stringing you along, wasting your time, just want friendship. It's no. And then I never heard from dude again. It's why the hell did you stop me just to ask me for my number If you weren't only gonna use it like one time, like, I think it's dumb. Okay, just because you were 6 years older than me, you look like you was trying to make me like trying to be daddy or something. Like, I have a dad. Like, you don't need to be my dad. Okay, like, no, like, I run my life my way, you run your life your way. Okay, like, you don't even have your priorities straight. Like, just because somebody works, I hate when people use that as an excuse. You know, if you like, I work, I make time for my friends or whatever, family, you know, I make time. Even if it's just a quick 5-minute conversation, I will make time for you. So that's just proves to show you, ladies, if the man really just wants your number just to, or do this, he wasn't really interested in you in the first place. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the story. I can't wait to bring more story times to y'all.